guys, so as you can tell by the title, I'm doing my thumbnails video and I'm going to be doing it on my phone because I use my phone and my iPad to film most of the time, and I upload my vlog thumbnails on here and I upload my main channel video thumbnails on my iPad. But I'm just going to show you what I basically do for a thumbnail on my phone, and I'm just going to choose some backgrounds and just show you. And as you can tell, I've got this, don't mind that one, but I've got these like lights in the background. These aren't going to stay here, it's just for the purpose of this video because I'm sorting out my new lights, which are a bit of a tangle in a minute, but I'm sorting them out, so that is why we have these lights. But this is not going to be my background for very long. Yes, anyway, let's get into the video. So I've come just a little bit closer just to show you what pictures I'm going to use for a thumbnail. And this is just a picture I took the other day. It's really random, but I haven't really got any set out yet for my videos. But so this is one picture that I'm going to be using. This is, sorry for the glare. This is another one that I'll be using, and this one I've already edited a little bit, but that one I'll be using, we'll try to use for a thumbnail. So basically what I do is I scroll across and I scroll into photo and videos, sorry, edit my Instagram and edit my thumbnails. What I do is I open this app called Pic Jointer, and I hope I'm saying that right. And normally what I will do is, it depends on the vlog, or it depends on, because I'm going to edit this for a vlog, but it depends on the vlog or a video what I'm doing in the day. Sometimes I use three boxes, sometimes I'll use 4. In this case I am going to use 3 because I'm only working with 3 pictures and there is an advert, I always get adverts. So for the sake of this video I'm going to use 3, and if I kind of come closer I'm going to get really cut off. But what I do is there's all these, sorry for the glare again, there's all these different modes. There's for Pinterest, for Twitter, for YouTube, for Facebook. I pick the YouTube one, which is here, which is 7 times 4. Anyway, I use that, which is, if you have this app then you'll know. I meant 7.4, but it tells me there. But what I do is I don't like the borders around mine, so I take off the border to have no border, and then so I go okay with that. Then I add in my photos, which I'm just going to add them in a random order at the moment. Well, I'm going to go, actually I've changed my mind. I might just add these 3 photos and then just edit them how I normally naturally would edit them. And so this one is a double picture, so I'm going to drag that on there. And I've used a double picture because I changed my mind whether to use single or a double. And I'm going to use the double picture because I like the way that looks. Then as you can see we've got these 2 odd pictures here. I'm going to drag, you can just drag them wherever you want, and like that. And I might actually use, instead of a donut picture, this cake and this control picture, I actually might get another one quite quickly. I'm just going to see what picture fits, because obviously I haven't got my vlog, so I'm just going to see what picture fits in with it the best. Okay, so for the sake of this picture I'm just going to quickly just use any random picture now. But this isn't the way I'd set out my thumbnails normally. I'm just showing you from some pictures. Anyway, I'm going to go with this one just for the basics of this video and for the time and everything. I would normally just play around and see what I like and see what I don't like. That looks better. So that is what I would normally do. I just click here and then I get a pop-up. Then it will say it has saved it, so I will click back on. I'll normally just exit this app. Now, next app I will go into is SEO Cam. This I use for my thumbnails, for my editing, for everything. So I'm just going to bring up the thumbnail real quick. As you can see, it's there. And with this I normally set it, because my thumbnail for my Instagram I use A6, but normally for thumbnails I will use T1 or HP2. I normally use HP2, but because this looks way too filtered and I have already filtered some of these photos already, I'm going to just turn it down to where I think look fairly good. I'm going to turn that down to about a 6, just halfway, because I think it needs a little bit of it, but it doesn't need too much. So then I will go to brightness and I will think, does this need a brightness filter on it? A brightness feature on it. I will just brighten that up probably about 1, or I might brighten it up to about 1.2, around about there, because I don't want my face look too ghostly looking. So I'm actually just going to quickly just play around with that. 1.1 looks fairly good for me because it's really quite bright. And then I mess around with the contrast. I'm probably going to do about a 6 for contrast, 0.6 for contrast. Because again, it doesn't really need that much of a boost with the contrast. Then I go into sharpen, and because some of these photos have been sharpened quite a bit, I'm only going to do it a tad bit. I'm not going to do it all the way, because I have, as I said, sharpened these photos before. I'm going to do that to about a 6 as well, so halfway. Then with the quality, I'm going to just put that up to about 1 or 2 normally. And then obviously the saturation, I'm going to make my skin stand out a bit more. I'm going to give it 2.6 because it doesn't really need that much contrast. I meant saturation, because I don't want to look oversaturated. I don't really want my face to look yellowy, but I think. Then I mess around with the highlights. I just put that up to about a 0.4. Then with the temperature, and I love temperature because I like more on the blue side of the temperature because of how it affects. But if you do it way too, that looks way too, and if you do it the blue, it looks way too blue. So what I like to normally do is put it at, I'll normally put it at something like 1.1, but it just depends on the photo. But this one I'm liking 1.1. Because it's not too blue, but it's not too yellow. And I like my thumbnails and my editing on my Instagram to be a bit more cool toned. My Instagram is changed to a grey theme now, so if you want me to do a new updated Instagram, how I edit my Instagram, then just let me know in the comments and I will be sure to do one for you. Then I don't really mess around with anything. That's all I pretty much do on that app. Then obviously I will save it to original size, and then I will go in my last app, which is Fonto, and I will just get that picture up. And I never mess around with the filters down here because it messes up the whole complete filter what I've just done. So then it's in your Fonto. So I just put like thumbnail, so I'll just say how I edit my thumbnails. And then I've downloaded a couple of fonts that I quite like. So let me just see. So then that looks way too big. So what I normally tend to do is it depends. I will normally put it down at the bottom somewhere or roughly in the middle. But I think I like it down at the bottom because and I think I like that. But then I go that extra bit further, and background colour, I normally choose white. I know you probably can't see what I'm doing, but background colour I choose white. I choose it to black. Then for the outline bit I choose it to white. What I do is next I go into style, and I sometimes I'll do this, sometimes I won't. I will put little, and then what do I like? I quite like this one. So what I normally do is I won't really mess around with it too much. I do sometimes curve mine, but that's only if I really want to. Then I resize it to however I want it. Normally I will leave it like this, or I will have it sometimes like that in the middle if I have 4, but I quite like it actually. Just trying to see where I like it. I like it in the middle this time for this picture, because I think it's because there's a big bit of text. I quite like it in the middle, more towards, you can do it either, it's your preference, but I personally like it like that. And I quite like this font that I used on the thumbnail, but you can use any type of font you want. So I will just go ahead and save that. And then because now it says that the file's too big to be a thumbnail, I will then obviously go back to this app, go back to it's going to give me another advert. I will do it in the square this time, and I'll do the same sort of concept what I did before, like that, and then I will add my thumbnail that I've just done into the box, like so. And to be fair, sometimes I'll have borders, sometimes I won't, but for my vlogs I won't, and that's pretty much. Then I'll just go ahead and save that, which is now saved. And yeah, that's all I really do for my thumbnails. I mean, for my main channel I do exactly the same thing. It's kind of like editing your Instagram really. I kind of do the exact same thing to my vlog thumbnails and my main channel thumbnails. Really, there's not a lot of difference. So that's kind of what I do. I don't really do much else to them because I don't really edit them that much. All I do is just mess around with the brightness and the contrast and the saturation, but that's pretty much it. That's what I do. So I really hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. Please give it a massive thumbs up if you did, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. And I just want to say I apologise that I haven't been uploading on this channel in 3 weeks. It's because I've been so busy and I just haven't really been in the mood to film, because I've not known what to film, and I've been in that weird mood where I haven't really been wanting to film that much anyway. Yeah, so that is pretty much how I do my thumbnails for you and how they are on my channels. And I was thinking about doing vlogging, because I used to do vlogging on this channel, so I used to obviously be used to doing both. But now since I have 2 channels, I don't edit them differently. I just probably pick between 3 and 4 photos in that vlog. Normally in my main channel videos I'll normally do 1 picture, or I'll normally do 3 or 4, it just depends. But for my thumbnails it's definitely a 3 or a 4. I guess I'll see you in my next video, which will be soon. And I know I'm doing this on a Sunday because I didn't film yesterday, but I'm going to start doing Thursday and Saturday again, so I will just see you in my next video. Bye guys! Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming the what's on my iPhone, and it's the